Well, welcome to the workroom. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour. So we've just been talking about our custom sewing, and that's where the workroom, the name came from, we're our custom sewing workroom. So we've got these beautiful, great big sewing tables here, where day in, day out, we're doing all your home textiles, drapery, bedding, pillows, any fabric in your home, we're handling right here. And so you'll see, like along this back wall, we have everything, all different like fabric remnants too that you can dig through for your finds, as well as an entire room over here of nothing but designer fabrics that we can set an appointment and actually work with you to go through and find the perfect fabric and solutions for your space. I'll take you over here. We'll say hi to 80 really quick. This is my magic worker. This is 80. Want to say hi? She does all the magic here behind the scenes and makes everything come to life. So I was talking about just fabric, textiles. It's kind of what we live for. So like custom bedding, the pillows, the throws. Actually, even the headboard, we make those here.
Really?
So you can pick whatever shape you want. You can pick if you want nail heads, no nail heads, whatever fabric.
Amazing.
Yeah, all your details, and we can just make these. And I don't know if you've noticed, like even in the box stores, upholstered headboards are like the thing right now.
That's the thing right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I have some cool
and we can make them.
plans.
What
if somebody had their own headboard?
Absolutely. We can recover. I mean, that'd be very similar to, just reupholstery. Like, so we can recover whatever.
Wow.
Yeah,
we'll make
that's
them.
neat.
Really nice
I'm going to go over here to
Yeah.
the fabric again. Okay, the windows. When you're talking about drapery, do you have
Yes.
that hardware?
So the hardware is, so when I talk about window treatments, it doesn't just stop with drapery. So we do, blinds, shutters, roller shades. I think later today you're going to be heading over to Noble House. Those are custom roller shades that we had an image that they selected, and we had them custom printed onto a roller shade and made for them. So you'll never find those anywhere else. But yeah, so all the fixings for any window, whether it's the hardware to the drapery to even the hard window treatments, we do it all.
Wow.
And we'll send, either I'll go out, I can help facilitate all that, or we have installers we work with that, if you're doing built-in shutters and things like that, that we'll work with together and have it made.
I'm going to go play in the fabric.
I know.
I'll be right back. I'll be right over here. Come on over.
The fabrics are so fun.
Come over here.
And this is
this is
these are remnants.
These are all remnants
Wow.
that are either from
That's a big
projects, or I work with some of my suppliers and buy up like things that are being discontinued or dropped, that they don't have, so I can get a really good deal. So I'll buy up some yardage from them on it if it's pieces that I like. So I hand select them.
Love that too. Whoa.
What
Love that.
This is a cushion.
Yeah.
We ended up having to redo, but bench seat cushions, window seats.
You're gonna
name it.
redo the
Anything that has
insides.
fabric.
I'm gonna have her redo the inside of our motorhome. I have this really kind of
Yes,
hippie motorhome.
Yes.
We call her Rue.
Oh, that's great.
You're gonna have some fun with her. Oh,
Sweet.
I am having a blast.
Yeah, you can just see right here on the wall. Here's a little sampling.
Show me.
From this is one of the custom roller shades I was talking about to woven woods. This one here, this is actually a vintage textile that I found and made into a drapery. Showcases
that's
our
cool.
hardware.
I love that.
I know, isn't that great?
Wow. Let me ask you on that, the blind right there on top. Approximately, and of course I'm sure it depends on the artwork that you have to do to it. Are those very expensive?
It's surprisingly it's not. Granted, if you're gonna go to your, big hardware store and buy just a plain white roller shade, is it gonna be more? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But this is still it's not crazy. It's just
Really?
not. And
Okay, you're
I feel
coming
like
to
I'm
my
just gonna
house.
I'm just making up a number. I don't know. This isn't gonna be any more than $100, $200.
Okay, you're coming to my house.
Yeah.
I have a few viewers. I need some blinds like that. And I have some ideas I'd like to put.
Yeah, and that's for custom, as well as I have tons and tons of books too of non-custom, which of course
Really?
is less expensive.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Of different patterns. Roller shades are like a thing now.
They are.
They've come back.
Yes.
Like it used to just be like that was like the cheap
Right, exactly.
Those plasticky.
plasticky.
Yeah.
And now
yellow,
there
being in the
there
sun,
are
and
beautiful options.
And now I'm
there,
excited to
as well as
go over to
custom.
Noble House and check
I
those
gotta
out.
say
I know.
that. So
It's
they
gonna
did
be
that
great.
kind of a style. That's kind of what you did.
They did a roller shade
Okay.
like this, but they did a, it's Noble House. They're
right.
Hawaiian, so
Yeah.
we have a Hawaiian floral print
Sweet.
that we had printed. I mean, it's seam to seam. It's this huge, beautiful floral. So if you drive by,
You'll
you
see.
actually see them in the windows because it's facing out to the street.
Right, right. That is
I'm
so
excited.
cool.
Yeah.
I am too. Okay, more fabric. Let's go.
Yes,
there.
so fabrics, design. This is actually a project that I just was working on last night with the client. So, I mean, everything from rugs to furniture
I love
to
this.
textiles. I mean,
Look at all the swatches.
I know.
I see. That is so cool.
Yeah.
I tried to be one of those one day. I was like, oh, let's try it, and I went, oh man, I'm getting a little carried away.
Yeah, and it takes ability to do some visualization. And
Yeah.
that's what, if it was easy, you wouldn't
Everybody
need
would
a
do it.
designer.
Yes.
So,
But designers
but
are
I
just
help
so
pull it all
fantastic.
together.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Because I would see. Look at this. Oh my God, are you using that as a?
Just to pull some colors together.
Yeah,
I mean, this particular client, she likes reds and blacks, but to make it a little more contemporary, a little more current, we're bringing in cut purples and touches of this like royal blue.
Love that.
But for every client it's different, and I don't design for myself. I design for the client. So
Yes.
every project is completely different.
Gosh, I love that.
Which is fun.
I would have never thought to put that together, and it's beautiful.
Right, and that's
That's why we need you.
Right.
I feel like if I did things that were expected or too matchy, then you could walk into any store and buy that set.
Right.
I'm here to kind of push it a little bit,
yes,
bring the unexpected.
yes.
I like
And
that.
that's why you hire a designer.
Exactly. Kaboom.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my baby. So
Oh,
this is my
yes.
baby.
Okay.
This is an 18-foot long furniture sign. It literally takes 8 men just to move it, let alone put in special supports in this wall. The entire size of this room was scaled to fit.
Cast iron?
It's solid.
Some kind of steel.
Steel, yeah. I mean, it's an exterior sign that at one time was lit. I did buy it through Architectural Salvage, and of course I asked them, I said, what's the story behind this? And their response to me was, I said, where did this come from? They were like, a furniture store?
Right.
It's like, got it, thanks.
Yes, wow, thank you.
So I don't know if this was even a Wichita,
Who knows?
but it just,
That's so cool, though.
people all the time ask me if I'm gonna clean it up and replace
No,
some lights, and I'm like,
right.
it's perfect.
I think it's awesome just this way.
And I mean, come on, it is interior. I don't really need this room to be back here like beaming,
Right.
like neon. Right.
Get a suntan while you're.
I'm into blue again. Isn't that
Blue,
crazy?
I know.
I'm so into blue again. And when I first bought my house back in the 90s, something like that, it still had, Ralph Lauren wallpaper, and I'm not a wallpaper person, so that came out pretty quick. That blue, it had this.
Now you say wallpaper though, it's back. And
Seriously.
it's awesome.
Okay, well, are you checking this out?
It, wallpaper, it's not necessarily that wallpaper's bad, it's that what we were doing with it and what
Right.
it looked like.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
And so
Yes.
you can't just, it's not like your, vintage finds. You can't typically walk in and be like, oh, this old wallpaper, it's now perfect. No.
No.
Wallpaper today, it's completely different. It's new, it's fresh, and it's amazing. There's some
Awesome.
great
Wow.
things. It's lots of textures, more like the grass cloth.
Uh-huh.
Very textural,
I know what you mean.
or very mod, like bold
Yeah.
patterns.
Oh, I'm in
And I was
love.
noticing the buttons here too. I mean, it's not just fabric. It's not just
No, these are nail
custom
heads.
from the bottom up,
Yeah, it's anything. I
round
mean,
up.
yeah, anything inside the home.
Look at that.
Those are so
my
pretty.
God.
And then in this particular space that we're in right now, I mean, we work with all the other designers in town. We have a great design community that are doing
Yeah.
great work, and so we are here as a resource for them. So they can come, they can get their fabrics, they can put their. We do all their custom work with our seamstress here in the workroom, as well as residential.
Right.
If you don't need a designer and you have this, you already know what you want, but you've got these great big windows, you can't buy something off the shelf.
Right.
We're a resource for you. You can come in, set an appointment with me. I'll help you pull it all together, and do it all for you.
She's
So
coming
awesome.
to my house. Okay.
Like right after
I
this.
want to go to the next spot. How much time do we have left? Anybody know? I'm shopping. I'm shopping.
I just love the ride.
I know, right? God, this is so
I
awesome.
swear I see something different
Every
every
place
time I
you
come
take
in.
it. I know, yeah.
You guys.
Just stay with us. Just stay with us.
Well, we're heading over to the ICT
Thanks.
flag swag. What? Oh, so we're
Yeah,
heading over
we're
to
going
the
this way.
ICT flag swag. And everything ICT.
You have to get in here and tell us what's going on here.
Yes.
All right.
Get out of the way here.
So the Wichita flag has been around since the 30s.
Okay, I was gonna say
I was
30s.
wondering about that.
And I've read it, but I can't remember. Can you tell us what the colors?
Yeah, and I
again?
actually, we have printed out that just for free for anyone to grab. We have the history of the flag. So anyone, a lot of this gets sent off as gifts.
Right.
And so we just throw those in with everything.
Well, that's a
it's
good
like, here's the
idea.
whole story of the flag. And it's up on the counter. But it's been around since the 30s. Essentially it means it's home, and the rays that are cut on it are like that you can come and go as one pleases.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
I
and,
found it.
and I
Yeah.
and I also read that there was a contest when they had that back in the 30s. It was a contest
yeah.
to make a flag for Wichita.
Yes, Cecil
And the
McAllister
guy
won.
won like $40.
Right.
That's a lot of money
It was-
back in the 40s.
Right, I'm sitting here. That's what it says. I'm like, what? This goes in. This is
And
30s.
actually, the Sedgwick County Historical Museum, which is right across from Century 2,
Right.
they have a whole entire exhibit now on Cecil McAllister.
Really? I'm
But
gonna see that.
he was a local artist, and that is everything that we try to showcase and
Embody,
exhibit
yes,
and embody here
yes.
at my store. So,
That is so cool.
what happened, starting with the fabrics? We were sewing workroom. We had fabric remnants. We started printing the flag on some fabric remnants and
Like
making patches.
the patches,
Oh,
which
yeah.
I kind of wanted to show because there are people
Oops.
like myself who are crocheting, and she's
So-
got made in the ICT.
Oh, I like those too. Yeah.
Yeah.
There, but yeah.
So we just started printing the flag on patches on our fabric remnants.
Right.
And print in that story.
Oh,
And people
yeah.
would walk in and they'd be like, "Why do you have the New Mexico flag?" And I'm like, "No, no, no."
What?
You know, like no one knew. I mean, this has been our flag since the 30s, and no one had any
Oh, yeah.
idea. And so initially it was more of an education.
Yeah.
And you know, for $1 patch, people would go ahead and grab one and walk out the door. And they started flying. So then we started doing coffee mugs, and then we started doing like T-shirts, and now we have essentially a store within our store.
It's an explosion, and yeah, I mean, and I still get people who ask, you know, what is that?
Yeah.
Amazingly enough.
You know, but it has definitely changed from where initially it was education to now we are a destination. People are going
Right.
out of their way
Right.
to come here to buy Wichita flag merchandise because they want to sport it, they want to wear it, they want
Yeah.
to, like, who knew? Like, people are proud to be from Wichita now.
Yes,
like,
yeah,
and
we-
say,
Right.
this is my home.
And you've been such a promoter of that. I've read a couple of articles where
Yeah.
people are, you know, kind of hating on Wichita, and you know,
We're
there's-
not gonna let that
We were just
happen.
talking this morning about there's almost too much to do in Wichita
Yeah.
now.
Thank you. We actually jokingly now use the hashtag nothing to do here.
All right.
Because that is for so long we've all grown up with this mentality of Wichita, there's nothing to do here. And it's like, oh my gosh, there's so much.
much
I
to
can't
it.
even
Yes.
every single night it's like I have to choose now, like what am I gonna attend, because there's so much activity happening, so
sure
much
there
buzz, great things.
We're gonna have to take a
culture.
real quick break, but we're gonna
Okay.
come back.
Very good.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll be right back. Real People, Real Life, Wichita, Kansas,
America!
America!